Good morning. Alright, I'm figuring it out. Where are we? There we are. The link is being given as we speak. There we go. And I'm back live. How's everybody doing? It's the day after Christmas Day, which means it's Boxing Day and the first day of Kwanzaa and my annual holiday sniffles. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, plug in my computer. Yep, time for the annual holiday sniffles. So you get to hear me sniffling all morning. Good morning, Carol. Did everybody have a good holiday if you celebrate Christmas? If you didn't celebrate Christmas, did everybody have a good December 25th? Today is Boxing Day. And the first day of Kwanzaa. I was going to look up what Boxing Day is exactly. What does Boxing Day celebrate? Boxing Day is celebrated in the UK and Commonwealth, originated as a day for the wealthy to give Christmas boxes of gifts, money, or leftovers to servants, trade peoples, and poor. So it's kind of like a donation day here in America. How was the movie? Which movie are you asking me about? We saw two. We saw Anaconda, and then we saw Song Sung Blue. Hi, Shari. Hi, Judy. Hi, Lita. Good morning. Lita, I answered you on Instagram or wherever you messaged me. I think it was Instagram. Anyway, I answered you. And I feel for you. I get it. We'll chat about my fiascos. No, there really weren't any fiasco. Hi, Dieta. Hi, Adriana. And Carol, the snake movie. Hi, Judy. Judy says, I want to know about Anaconda. All right. Is it time? Okay, it's 8 o'clock. I'll just tell you. Anaconda was stupid and funny and okay. But it was stupid, Adam Sandler kind of dumb jokes. There were a couple of in-your-face snakes parts that were scary, but not really scary. It was really just stupid and dumb and funny and was the perfect thing for us to watch on Christmas Eve for us. And then we saw Song Sung Blue, and both my husband and I really liked it. Oh, Denise is home now. I'm so glad you're home. I gotta make myself a note. Hold on. Okay. And then, Denise, I'm glad you're home. I'm glad it was a mini stroke. And I'm glad you are on the road to recovery. Yay. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Peggy Sue. Hi, Kathy. Who else did I miss here? Okay, and then we saw Song Sung Blue. The second day, on Christmas Day, we saw Song Sung Blue. And I gotta tell you what. We liked it. Rotten Tomatoes gave it its worst score ever. Its worst review ever, or whatever they call that. Carol Hodges, it's time for some gloves down here. Denise says, strokes are not fun. I mean, no kidding, I'm sure. I've never had one. I don't want to have one. Upstairs, Bugsy, go up. You gotta go for a walk. Go with Dad. Go with Dad. Man. Hi, Juanita. Hi, Gretchen. Who did I just miss there? CJ, Cheryl. Hi, Ellen. So, yeah, we liked Song Sung Blue a lot. I mean, I love Neil Diamond music, and you know what? There's so many songs that he's done that I've forgotten about, that I used to sing along to and hum to and know the words to a lot back in the day, but I've forgotten them, and so it was nice to kind of revisit. Shari says, I never listen to movie critics. Probably a good idea. Carol, I said I was wearing my mittens today. My gloves. My gloves. It looks like they need washing, but I don't really want to wash them. That makes me nervous. Who's down here?
I'm trying to get Bugsy.
Oh, yeah.
You can take her out.
Yeah. I told her to go back upstairs, but she didn't listen to me. All right, let's do a couple shameless plugs. Now that I've done my big movie reviews. Creatorofcuteness.com is where you can find everything. Right? That's the website. Creatorofcuteness.com. Tomorrow is Journal Play Day. Yay! And I keep going back and forth about what we're doing for Journal Play Day. I better figure it out today, right? It's our 20th session of Journal Play Day, and I decided not to cancel it. We are keeping Journal Play Day for another year. We'll try it one more time. We're going to make, for sure tomorrow, a simple journal. You get 1 to 3 pieces of new artwork monthly, and or background papers, which is also art. You have an additional recorded class that is on creating a page or two. And this month for January, I know what I'm doing for that, which is exciting. So the way it works is we create a journal each month, the month before, to get ready. So for January, we're creating our journal on December 27th. And I think it's going to be a small journal. I think I'm doing it tinier. And then for February, we're doing it in January. And for March, we're doing it in April. And that's going to be tomorrow. And yes, the papers have been posted in the group on Journal Play Day 20th session. Hi, Debbie Pack. So this is one of them. It's small, but I tried to enlarge it to make it so you could print it out large or small. You get this one, which is the collage element page, which gives you all kinds of fun words, as well as snowmen and snow women and snow people. Lots of words and lots of whatever you call it, blank frame type things. You get these snowflakes, and you get this one, which is the snow banks. Denise, just go sit and watch TV and get better. Don't worry about us. We'll always be here. Just kick back in a chair, pull up some coffee or hot cocoa, and just hang out. You had a stroke. Really, don't worry about Journal Play Day. Okay, so that is everything for Journal Play Day for January's class. It's very blue and lavender and periwinkle, which seems to be what I do every month. Hi, Deborah. Okay. Then, next is the Card Makers series, which I am getting ready. Judy says, I'm not on Journal Play Day 20, but I did sign up. Well, message me if you're having a hard time figuring out how to get there. Hi, Tammy and Deborah. So for our Card Maker series, you're going to get this collage element for Valentine's Day. So it will be a Valentine card making theme. And it will go up probably the first week of January. And then you're getting this one. Only because it's Valentine's Day, I wanted to make some. So if you've got kids or grandkids or whatever and they want to make cards. So it'll still be $7. You'll get these 2 collage elements, both in black and white and in color. and then you'll get a couple of pre-recorded classes on how to make some cute little Valentines. You know? Does that make sense? So that will be coming probably the first week of January. And that's all pre-recorded. I may pop in and do a live one because, you know, I like to do them live. So there always might be a live one. And I think I'm just going to make myself a couple of notes here. I'm also going to do some birthday ones. That might be next. There might be a thinking of you or, you know, basic greetings. I'm wondering if I need to do get well and sympathy. There will for sure be a fall one, a Halloween one, and a Christmas one again. But I'm trying to figure out, a thank you one. There will be a thank you one. Forgot about that one. There will be a thank you card maker series. And probably just an all occasion. That's what I would call it. I'm writing it down so I don't forget. All occasion. They won't all be right away, but they'll be sporadically spread out throughout the year. Okay? So that's that. The empty page is the next one that I am shamelessly plugging. It's a doodle journal workshop that is 6 months long, but you pay for it in 3 months increments. And that's in case, you know, you hate the first 3 months and you don't want to keep going. But the way it's going to work is you're going to get an outline of traceable art from me. So, for example, find an easy one. I can't find any easy ones. Oh, like this would be an easy one. You might get this as an outline, and then you have to go back and do the fill-in portion, and I will teach you how to do the fill-in portion. We will also work on lettering. We will work on quotes. We will work on layouts on how to lay it out on the page. You're going to do one thing each month, and then you're going to get homework to finish during the month. You'll have 2 months to work on it because this class comes out every other month. Does that make sense? And I want you guys to work in your journal aside from just what we do in class, because the idea is taking a plain page and then filling it in, you know, knowing what to do with it after you do the page. Or, I mean, after you get the blank white page. Here's another couple of ideas from this book, giving you ideas on how to do same kind of thing, how to fill your page or pages. And this is just in a Dina Wakley. No, this is not a Dina Wakley. This is a real ledger book from the thrift store. So that's coming up starting in January on the 17th. So you want to sign up for that one before January 17th. So have a bake sale, return some stuff, you know, whatever it takes. Then we have the So Much Cuteness class, which is also going to be in every other month, but 6 months where you sign up for it every 3 months. And the way this one's going to work is we're going to do a bunch of hand stitching, but we will also do machine stitching if you have a machine, because it'll save you a whole lot of time. But if you don't have a machine, you can always hand stitch. We're going to make some bits and bobs of fodder to go on journal pages and journal covers and whatever. We're going to make a journal pouch. We're going to make snippets, ruffles, stitched papers, hanging hearts, so much stuff that I want to teach you guys how to create simply with stitches and a little bit of embroidery and some bead work and, you know. Diana says, I can't wait to sew. Can we make your famous scarf? Should I put that on there? We already did that in a class. But it's easy to do. It's the same thing as a ruffle, only on a large scale. So, there's that. So those are the shameless plugs for the current moment. we have finished all of these pages in our December book. It is kind of weird always to work on Christmassy type things after Christmas, but you could do Boxing Day, you could do Kwanzaa, you could change the titles of all of these movies. Like day before Christmas, we watched Die Hard. You could do a building blowing up. I mean, if you don't want to do the last few of her prompts for Christmas, that's fine. It's your book. Do whatever floats your boat. But this is what we did the other day. We did Christmas cookies, and I wrote some words in here in red, and I hated it. So I took my black watercolor paint, and I covered it up. You can see the red sneaking through in some places, but it doesn't bother me. And then I actually accidentally used photo printer paper, and it does not like watercolor. It does not like colored pencils. It does not like pen at all. So I was able to fix her up, and I really like this page now. It says, just a girl eating her way through Christmas one cookie at a time. That's me. And she's got her cookie there. And then on the back, I did the quote from the movie of the same name called Christmas Cookies from Hallmark. And it says, no matter where you are, as long as you are with family, it feels like Christmas. So, you know, I got it in there. Now we're turning to this page right here. Uh-oh, I don't know what goes there. Today we are doing, oh, there. Tomorrow is the Grinch. Today is Let It Snow. Trying to get rid of this. There we go. That's a bit better. Ah, don't move. Today we are doing Let It Snow, which is another dumb Hallmark movie, which I'm sure I watched, but I'm kind of not into dumb Hallmark movies this year. We watched an amazing movie. Let me see if I can tell you what it was, with Robert De Niro on Netflix. Oh, I can't open Netflix right now. But he was a dad trying to cross the country to see all his kids for Christmas, and it was really well done. We watched that one, and we watched another one that's called Goodbye June. Don't watch that. If you're having triggers about losing somebody in your life right now. Both of them actually are about losing somebody in your life, but the Robert De Niro one was very well made. I can't remember what it's called, though. I'm sorry. Okay, so we're doing Let It Snow, and of course I'm going to do Snowman. Or maybe not, of course, but I am doing Snowman. And I did move the light. Hold on, I'm trying to get it. Okay, I think we're good. And I want to do snowdrifts. It snowed where my brother-in-law and sister-in-law live. I know, lucky devils. They got about 12 inches of snow, and it's still snowing. And so they had fun on Christmas with their quads. So we're just doing snowdrifts, which are nothing more than this right here. You know, not hard. And I'm going to do them in my favorite purples and blues. Denise says, that's why I'm here today, because you guys are family. Well, we appreciate that, Denise. Ditto. So we had a nice day for Christmas, or a nice evening. My husband and I had a lot of fun at the movies. We ate like kings. I will put it that way, because this movie theater serves food. And so the night before when we went, I had, what did I have? I had pizza, because they do a really good pizza. I forget what he ate. Oh, he ate a quesadilla, Southwest quesadilla. And then yesterday morning when we went, it was 10 in the morning. And I'm like, do I really want food this early? And then I'm like, yes, I do, because we're not having food until very late in the afternoon when the kids came. I'm going to splatter this. Try to get it a little bit snowier. Okay. Can you see the blooms happening there? In there? Little blooms. And then yesterday, I had the best thing that I've eaten in a long time. And I gotta tell you, ever since COVID, my husband and I are not liking the food that we're eating. It just doesn't seem like food tastes very good since COVID, and maybe it's our taste mechanisms, or maybe it's that places just aren't able to make good food anymore. Anyway, so we saw Anaconda on Christmas Eve, and then we went and saw Song Sung Blue on Christmas morning. And you know what's so funny? It was all grown-ups in the theater, and there weren't a ton, but there weren't a small amount either. So it's like, we've all realized that our kids want to be with their families, and now they have new traditions, and we want to do our own thing. And it was a lot of fun and a lot of good food. It was really good. So that's what we did. And then my husband's like, oh, you know what? We should go to the market and get blah, blah, blah. I can't remember what he thought he forgot for Christmas dinner. But I'm like, sorry, it's Christmas Day. Nothing's open. He's so funny. I'm like, yeah, you know what, bud? Nothing's open. All right, I'm doing my Hills of Glory. So then, I love the movies, Tammy. I wasn't as big of a fan of Anaconda. I'm not a fan of Jack Black, so I gotta say, he really kind of bothers me. But him with Paul Rudd, and I don't know the other girl's name, and I don't know the other guy's name, but they did really good together. It was really nice, and stupid. It was stupid Adam Sandler 16-year-old boy kind of comedy, farts and all that kind of jokey stuff. My husband loved it. It was right up his 16-year-old boy alley. And then, we came home and did nothing for the rest of the afternoon until the kids came. And that was at about 4 o'clock. They picked up Chinese food. And we had a really nice evening. We played a fun game that I bought that is where you can ask questions of each other, like, what's the strangest thing you've ever stepped on in the dark? Or, if you could move to a foreign country, what country would it be? Stuff like that. I'm just putting some water down. I don't know if it'll show up as water drops, but I'm trying. Just kind of lightening up this background, and we're going to then do our snowman. And we opened stockings, and Atticus was so patient because he and his mom and dad, my son and daughter-in-law, they got there first before the girls did. And he was so patient. I was pretty dang impressed with him. And we bought him something at a swap meet for $20. It's a 6-lane Hot Wheel track that goes way up in the air. And then you can race 6 cars against each other at a time. We bought it for $20, and I wasn't sure it would even go together or if all the parts were there, but they were, except for one piece, which was okay. And it was his favorite thing. He played with it for the rest of the night. He got so many cool gifts from everybody. Oh, he did we bought him a Sonic Sonic the Hedgehog movie jumper thing, like onesie from Walmart. And he goes, "Can I put this on right now?" And he was in it the whole night. And he was so cute. So cute. Giada says, "I don't think it's just having COVID. I didn't have it and feel the same. I listened to a podcast recently on the same topic. They were saying almost all food comes from the same couple of distributors, so it tastes the same now. Yeah, even if you buy an expensive steak, my steak at home can taste better than a steak in a restaurant." Okay, almost dry here. It's taking a long time to dry. I don't know why. Hi, Carol. Did I miss something? Yeah, it's a fun game. I'll bring the cards down here and we'll start doing them daily so we can answer them. One of the funnest ones was, what song do you want played at your funeral? And you had to pick just one song to play at your funeral. And I picked by the band called The Band, I Shall Be Released. That would be my choice if I only got one song. And my husband's song is Wild Horses from the Rolling Stones. And I don't know. I can't remember what anybody else's were. Okay, I do want to copy this. I want to copy this snow person here because she came out so cute. Oh, Debbie says she wants Respect played at her funeral. What song do you guys want at your funeral? No, I don't like that. Oh, Arlene's would be Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That's a good song choice. Good song. So what did you eat at movie number 2? At movie number 2, oh, I didn't say? Oh my gosh. I had cheesy pasta. It was so good. With chicken. Cheesy pasta with chicken. And I thought, I'm never going to be able to eat this while watching a movie. But it was easy to eat. I think we'll do 2 snowmen. We'll do this guy also. We'll do him over here. We'll do him a little bigger. With a hat. But I like him like this, with snowballs kind of body. Cheesy pasta the second day, and my husband had a burger. It was so good. Linda says, mine would be Victory in Jesus, and Debbie's would be Dancing in the Streets. You guys are so funny. And Linda, that's very nice. Arlene said, but I would want it to be sung by the Eva Cassidy version. A lot of people don't know who Eva Cassidy is. Isn't that interesting? I know who she is. I think we'll have them crossing their arms. These guys. And a little heart right here. So there's my snow people. Yes, Hallelujah was another one that was listed. My son, I think, said Hallelujah, Susan, but he said he would want it sung by anybody except Leonard Cohen. And I'm like, but it's Leonard Cohen's song. And he goes, well, I don't like Leonard Cohen's voice. I'm like, okay, well, that's nice. But yes, Hallelujah would be a good one. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yeah, that would be a cute one. Oh, Susan says the Katie Lang version. Love Katie Lang. You don't hear much from her anymore, huh? Did she just go to Canada and hunker down? Go back to Canada? I'm using a 01 pen here. I did get a thing from my daughter for my White Elephant gift exchange where we buy something from everybody's Amazon wish list, which makes it fun because you get exactly what you want, but then it's kind of not fun because you know that you're getting something from your wish list. Anyway, she got me the Color Meditation deck, which is something we're going to be using that it will be in February. That is referred to me by Rebecca Swayze, who is doing our prompts for February. But I can't wait to dive into it. It's really cool. Linda says, that sounds like the same game I bought for my great-grandson. You know what, Linda? You know what's really cool about it? There's not a winner or a loser. It's just when you sit there all day long with your family and you run out of things to say, and then your son picks up his phone and starts talking on his phone. Not talking, texting. It's just a nice way to break the ice, you know? Let's have a conversation starter. It's more like that than an actual game. It's very fun. It's just questions, really. But it was perfect. It's what we needed. And then one of the other questions was, if you could go to any country other than where you live now, where would it be and why? So I'm going to ask you guys that question, but I'm going to tell you, do not make it political or you will be ousted from the group. Just a reason why. And I picked Scotland because Scotland is always my go-to country, even though I've never been there. And 4 people in our family picked Norway and Sweden, or Denmark or Finland or one of those places. And we all picked them for the beauty. And that was really cool to hear the answers to those questions. Is it Tails? No, it's called something else. I bought it off of Instagram, and it came from Ireland, honestly. It's not an American game. It's an Irish game from Ireland. Took a long time to get. But it's just a deck of cards. Debbie said, I'd pick Norway because that's where my ancestors came from. I'm sorry, you guys, I don't know the name of the card game, but I will get it and we will talk about it. Is today Friday? Yeah, we'll talk about it Monday. So if you want to know, be back here Monday. I'm going to give this guy a scarf. I did not draw it in there. And I bought my husband a bunch of stuff on Amazon, like at the last minute, but not at the last minute. And they delivered it to the post office day before Christmas, and I didn't know. I couldn't get it. I went to our mailbox, and it wasn't there. But that's okay. And he got me a toaster oven. I always get things for the house. It's just, if you've watched Love Actually, you know it's just, and you've watched Emma Thompson's character and how she tells her husband that she loves Joni Mitchell, and he gets her a Joni Mitchell CD, and he gets the girl at the office that he's thinking of having an affair with a gold necklace. It's just how it is. I get stuff for the house, and so does my husband. We buy each other things that we need and would buy anyway, like deer whistles. I bought him deer whistles. And I bought everybody a headlamp to wear when they're walking their dogs. Tina says Iceland for the trees. Carol says Switzerland because I have hiked there and it's so beautiful. Plus they have good cheese and chocolate. I like that answer. Tammy says, Sweden, I've been there, friends there. It's beautiful. Oh. Carol says, Germany, because my mom was born there and Bill was when his dad was in the service. Oh. Susan would go to Kenya for the animals and safari. No, the boyfriend didn't come. Debbie picked Norway because that's where her ancestors are from. Linda says, Scotland. Oh, another Scotland, because my dad's family was from there. The game I found is called the Super Fun Family Time game. I found it at TJ Maxx. It's probably the same. It's just like prompts, you know. It's the same. Okay, so there's our snow people. And I'm just gonna write without thinking. I'm gonna write without thinking. Put it sideways so you can see a bit better. I may have to write the word snow in pencil, but I thought I would write the rest without pencil. Yeah, and I told my kids when we played that game also that there was no politics involved in your answers. Oh, Z missed the question. The question is, if you could move to any country, where would it be and why? And it can't be for political reasons. Lita says, my husband says Scotland. William Wallace is his great uncle. What? That's amazing. Oh, Juanita says Italy for the wine. Yeah, for me it would have to be somewhere that has good food, because I wouldn't want to live anywhere that doesn't have really good food. I mean, Mexico could be good, but I mean, aren't they kind of in turmoil these days? I need to write the S. I'm going to write all the letters so I don't run out of room. Yeah, one year I got a bumper for my car, and I was really disappointed. My husband always buys me socks for my stocking. Even if I don't need them, I get new socks, and so I go through my sock drawer and I throw them out. But he knows that if I were rich, here's a weird thing that I would have done had I won the lottery. Oh, I bought everybody scratchers and nobody won a penny. If I won the lottery, I would buy new underwear and socks, I'll say monthly. I used to say daily, but that's just a big waste. Susan says I got a windshield wiper for my car this year. Yep. Well, I mean, I bought my husband deer whistles. I also bought him a tiny speaker that goes in the shower because he's been doing a lot of singing in the shower lately. And I thought he would really get a lot of use out of it. It's a waterproof speaker. But really, he has been singing a lot in the shower. And I'd say the gift of Christmas, because there's always... Oh no, he wrapped that toaster oven. And we really do need it. We don't have a toaster from after the remodel. Anyway, the gift of Christmas was this ball that's an orb, and it lights up, and it has a fan in it that goes around in a circle, and it produces air that goes down. And when you lift it up in your hands and kind of gently give it a toss, it hovers. And Atticus could not put it down. And I bought it just like for a family gift for everybody to play with while they were here, but Atticus took it home. So, yeah, that was the gift of Christmas. Oh, I'm going to love my toaster oven, Susan, or Jewel, whoever said that. We used to have a toaster oven, and I used to make the best melts. You know what I mean? Like you put a piece of bread and put tuna and cheese on it. So good. Can't wait to make tuna melts. And we did one of our gifts of Christmas that we like to do is wherever we used to go out Christmas Eve with our daughters to a fancy restaurant, but now my youngest daughter, her husband is home on Christmas Eve where he didn't used to be, and my oldest daughter now has the new boyfriend, so they went out to a fancy dinner on Christmas Eve. So we've decided that we're going to continue our tradition of going out somewhere on Christmas Eve. And so at the movies, we gave our waiter what we are now fondly calling a Christmas tip. A Christmas tip. It was a lot of money. It wasn't 20%, I'm going to tell you that much. It wasn't $1 billion. It wasn't even $100, but it was a substantial tip for a guy at a movie theater just bringing you your food. But I mean, these guys work really hard at this theater, and if we go somewhere else, we're going to do the same thing next year. We're going to do Christmas tipping, because I feel bad for these young people that have to work. I mean, like, my daughter is a pastry chef and she works at a hotel, and so she knew when she took the job that it was working holidays. But some of these young people, they work at a movie theater. They just don't make a lot of money. And so, yeah, we're doing Christmas tipping. Denise said, I also worked in the credit department. I could see what all the mistresses were getting for Christmas. Oh, that is super sad. Ugh. That's just like that movie, Love Actually. I watch it every year. And my husband's like, why do you watch such sad shows? You're just crying all the time. I said, it's cathartic. It's good to get the tears out so that I don't cry all Christmas, missing my mom and my dad and kids not wanting to be here with us all day and, like that. So here's what happened on Christmas. The only biff that I can tell you. Because, what's fun without family riffs? Not really a riff. Okay, so this is after Christmas, so I kind of want to not Christmas this up. Wait, Tammy Lynn says, Christmas Eve is our anniversary, 35 years. Congratulations. We go to Olive Garden every year because that's where we went on our first official date. That's so cute. And you get unlimited breadsticks, and why not? I'm right there with you. The place we went on our first date, swept away in the ocean in Southern California on a pier. It's gone. Sea Lion Inn. Or Sea Lion, the Sea Lion. Anyway, it's gone. Swept away. So the only thing that made me sad on Christmas was we hadn't taken any pictures, and I asked my son to take pictures of people. So we had some pictures. And he's like, nah, he's the professional photographer. And he just really didn't want to take any. He just wanted to sit, And then my daughter goes, oh, let me show you pictures from our Friendsgiving, which they have, like Thanksgiving, but they do a Christmas party. And my son at that party took the coolest portrait pictures of everybody that came to the party, like in Santa hats and beards, and they all wore different wigs to the party. And at the end of the night, I'm like, we're taking a Christmas picture come hell or high water. So we took a few, but they're just not as fun as like with their friends. Do you know what I mean? And that made me a little tiny bit sad, because family's just family and friends are friends. And that's the dealio. That was my only sad moment. It wasn't a big deal. And my daughter made an extra Yule log at work. She knows how much I love Yule logs. So she brought a Yule log. Oh my God, it was so good. I still have half of it because nobody would take it home with them. And that is not good because I'm going to end up eating it all. Not good at all. Yeah. That's about it. It's about all I got to tell you guys. Anybody else got any good Christmas stories they want to share? Tomorrow's journal play day. That's exciting. It's always kind of weird for me to start drawing and painting after a holiday where you use two colors for most of the holiday, like red and green. But, you know, we'll make it work. It takes a while for me to get in the stream again of drawing it all. Uh-oh, somebody must be at the door. Dogs are going crazy. Cute. Linda said, all three of my kids came over to our candlelight service on Christmas Eve. That's beautiful. If I never got another gift, that would be enough. It doesn't happen very often. I get that. That's beautiful. I mean, Linda, just having all your kids in one place, right? Am I right? But I bet the candlelight service was beautiful. Diane says, buy some photo prompts for holiday pictures. We did that one year. It's so funny. Oh, that's great. I like that a lot. I saw this thing on Instagram last night after everybody left and we're just laying there in bed, you know, going back to our regular old routine. Oh, Cheryl, I'm so sorry. I'm not even going to read that out loud, but I'm so sorry. We're going to go with some blue. Anyway, I saw this thing on Instagram where this family was given, each person was given an envelope with one kind of crazy thing that they had to do during the evening. And it was one of the prompts was to get up and dance during dinner. Another one was to clap for no apparent reason. Another one was to hop on one foot. Another one was to get up and just start singing during family dinner. Oh my gosh, I thought it was so funny. And they were handed these envelopes when they arrived, and then they had to do those things during the evening, during the day. And I thought, I'm going to do that some year when Atticus can read, because he's just starting to read. And I think it'd be so funny. Oh, wait, what does this say? Giada says, we had a lovely Christmas day, just the two of us. Lasagna in the slow cooker. Can I have that recipe, please? Cheesecake for dinner. I watched Call the Midwife episodes all day, including the last one last night. I recorded it. I have God Save the Midwife. What's it called? Call the Midwife. I have it all recorded. I almost forgot. And then at the last minute, I remembered to record it. Don't tell me about it. And I won't tell anybody else about it, but I did see Mrs. Buckle when I went to check to see if it recorded, and she was on a cruise with another man. I don't know where Fred is. Did I miss something? Don't answer that. Don't answer it. I'm just talking out loud. Carol says, in order to make the water droplets bloom, do you use more paint and less water to make the base? You use a lot of water and less color. And then you use just water. This is just water to make all these blooms. And you flick it with your paintbrush just like you would when you put polka dots on everything, you know? Wait, part 2's tonight? Well, I recorded the whole series, so I have it coming. Will it be on Netflix, I wonder? Because that's where I used to watch it, but I recorded it on PBS. Can't wait. Beth says you will love it. Hi, Beth. What's up, girlfriend? Yeah, I'm excited to watch it. Well, I mean, Call the Midwife. Can I just say that's the best series ever? It was on PBS. I saw both parts. Beth says I watched all 2 hours. Yeah, I recorded it, so got it. I'm good. Yay, thank you. Anyone watching Emily in Rome? Barbara, I tried, but it just seems like such a teeny bopper movie or show. I tried Emily in Paris. I couldn't do it. Did you like Emily in Paris also, Barbara? Maybe I need to give it another shot. Okay. I think I'm done, but I think I want a little bit of detail, which we're going to use colored pencil. Oh, Jewel is watching Emily in Paris. That's the hard part sometimes when you find a show that you like and then your husband doesn't like it, or vice versa, and you have to watch by yourself. Tammy says, oh my goodness, I just tried to blow the eraser crumb off my paper onto my screen. Oh, you tried to blow the eraser off of my paper? That's funny. I'm sorry. It's funny. I don't mean to laugh, but it is funny. Just going with a little snowbank detail, even though I have the blooms in there, and a lot of you guys just want the blooms. I'm definitely colored penciling it up. Gonna go with circles down here. And another color for the purpley part. I guess I need a purpley color. I don't want to detract totally from the blooms, but I just want a little bit of Lindsay detail. A little bit of Lindsay detail. Now I'm going to go watch Call the Midwife all day, and my husband's going to be like, can we watch something else? I came in the other day and he was watching Beowulf. I'm like, I love you, but that's a good color for that, I think. Barbara says, I loved Emily in Paris, not liking Emily in Rome. Isn't it the same premise? Don't tell me the premise. Maybe I'll go back and give it Emily in Paris another try. Because we have similar tastes, you and me. This is going to get cross-hatched, which I'm going to lose all those beautiful blooms. So I'm trying to just do it lightly. I don't want to lose all the pretty blooms, but really don't watch Goodbye June unless you're ready to cry your eyes out. It was such my family kind of show. Like, it really was something I needed to watch. Goodbye June. It's a Kate Winslet, first time she ever directed a movie. And she did a beautiful job. And she's a great actress. And so is everybody else. Toni Collette, who was in it, great actress. Well, a little bit of white, and then I think I'm done. Oh. Beth, don't tell me. Are you telling me what happened? Don't tell me. I didn't know it was about China. Don't tell me. Oh, maybe they took Mei Li back to China. Don't tell me. I'm going to watch it today. I follow this family whose kids were adopted from Seoul, Korea, South Korea, North Korea, one of the Koreas. And they got tickets to go to Seoul for Christmas. That was their Christmas gift. And the kids were so excited because they'd never been back to be able to visit, like, paternal, maternal, whatever they call that, grandparents, or the people that are your birth people. Your birth people. These are not my kind of colors. This pink that I put in here. I think I'm going to have to cover it up somehow. I'm thinking a Sparkle Pop pen, and that pink also is going to bother me. So we'll go with purple. We're going to go this direction in the scarf, getting rid of some of that bright pink. Oh yeah, that looks good. Hiding it, but it's still peeking through. Love it. Purple up there. Got to get rid of some of this purple, or pink. Too pink. Just really too pink for me. Purple. Purple. Beth says, text me or message me after you watch it. I will. My little sugar plum. What are you guys doing for New Year's? Does anybody go anywhere for New Year's? We do not. We do not leave the house for New Year's. The only thing we thought about doing, but I think it's not going to happen, we were going to load up our trailer and go surprise my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, like for a couple days, and hang out at their house in the snow. But it's the snow that's the problem. I don't think we're going to get the trailer over the pass. So, and I don't want to sleep in their house because there's 5 people in a tiny house and 2 giant dogs. 5 large people, 2 large dogs, and a partridge in a pear tree. What songs will we sing next? There's not much. There's Auld Lang Syne, which is not a fun song to sing. I don't even know all the words. And what does that mean? Should old acquaintance be forgot? That means, like, if you had an old acquaintance and you don't have them anymore, I'm picking it apart, aren't I? Sorry. Anyway, we don't even do party poppers or sparklers or nothing. We just lay in bed. I used to watch like Sydney, Australia. The bombs go off. No, what do you call them? They're not bombs, Lindsay. Fireworks. But I don't even do that anymore. We're usually asleep by midnight. I remember when my parents fell asleep before midnight and I thought they were such party poopers. Not anymore. I'd be right with them. All right. Almost done. I just want some white dots in here. You can barely see them, but it's important to me. And then I'm done. And right in the nick of time, too, right? Pretty much right in the nick of time. Well, I went the wrong direction here. Needs to go down a little. I mean, I could have left it watercolory, but I wanted some white dots. Just because I love detail. Okay, well, tomorrow is Saturday, so if you are in Journal Play Day, I will see you tomorrow. If you're not in Journal Play Day, why aren't you? You should come join Journal Play Day because it's a lot of fun. It's $30 for the 3 months, and we start tomorrow with our January journal. And you get really cute artwork, including snowmen like this. Let's bring the camera up just a bit. So this page was a pullout. This one's just going to get glued like that. But I'm thinking that I have to add a border. I'm thinking that I do. Now I have to dry it. I was almost out of here. But I like the border a lot. Very glad I did it. Trying to get it a little darker in a couple of spots. Okay, that looks much better, right? Denise, you will be there. Journal Playday 20, yes. I'm sorry, Lindsay, but can you check and make sure I'm signed up for that? I will do my best, Denise. If not, can you try to remember to message me and remind me to do that? I know you've got stroke brain. But it's going to go away. That stroke fog will go away. I mean, I don't know that for sure. I have never had a stroke. Knock on wood. I'll do my best, Denise. Okay, well, that was a cute one. I really liked it. Gotta glue this down. I don't think I need to make a pocket or pouch or anything like this one. I could put the Let It Snow. I don't want to do that either. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. I really like it. I don't like it next to that, but it's okay. All right. Melissa says we are still live. Yes, but I'm leaving. Enjoy the rest of your day. It was fun. We crossed this off. Tomorrow is the Grinch. And I know what I'm going to do because I've been singing the Grinch song for 2 days. So that's going there. What's next? Haul out the holly and A Christmas Story. Huh. Well, that's what we did today. We did Let It Snow with these cute snow people, and then a snowbank and a border, which I think I like the border the best. No, I'm kidding. I like the whole thing. All right, I'll take pictures of this and share it with you guys, and I'll see you Monday, right? It's Friday, right? It is Friday, is it not? It is Friday. It says no school today. I don't know what that means. All right, love you guys. Be safe. Don't get caught up in any crazy sales. And have a really good rest of your day. Love you. Bye.